Tiptoe through the tulips, by the tulips is where I'll be. So tiptoe through with me. I thought I just said that. You did. You did. Huh. Oh, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another hour of power. Mm-hmm. What you doing, pumpkin? You kitty, 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 meow, meow. Huh? Hey, what's my baby? What's my pumpkin? Oh, okay. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Is this thing on? Hmm. Right. Good evening there, Skida. Hmm. Anything going on with anybody? What are you doing? Hey, kitty, kitty. Oh. A couple minutes ago, I heard something out over here, and she's climbing the curtains over here at the windows. Hmm. Don't let Mama catch you. Mm-hmm. I had Little Caesars tonight for dinner. Kathy went to the store and she got Chinese. There's a Chinese restaurant in the store. She got Chinese there for her. I got a thin crust sausage pepper or sausage mushroom green pepper and onion pizza, and Cody wanted a three meat, so I got him a three meat. Oh yeah. So are you doing going all underground? I remember years ago um, when we were redoing okay, when we were redoing the other house over there. Um, I didn't want the wires sticking, hanging off in the house. So I contacted the electrical company and I said, "Hey, how much to run underground?" And they said, "Well, it's got to take this and that and this. We got to have this and that." And they come out and measured it. Now the only thing they had to do was lay the groundwork, the pipe, and run the wire. I was going to hire a trencher and have a trencher come in and do it, because a trencher coming in and do it was going to be like $400 or $500 cheaper than what they were going to charge me to trench it. And they wouldn't do it unless they're the ones that trenched it. So I told them no. I just had them hang off because it was going to be like $3,600 for less than 40 feet. Which I thought was really, really expensive, especially back in 1999. Yeah, we got one. We got the electric style now. Hey, you're a good girl. Come here. Come on. Say hi, everybody. Oh yeah. Well, that's. Did he do it cheaper? Hmm. Well, that's good. And he's still making a killing. I have no idea who used it all, Mayor. When I got there, they were all gone. They slid right away. Excuse me. That pizza was yummy, man. Honestly, it was. It was good. Did you have a piece of it? It was good, wasn't it? Beats the hell out of that old pepperoni pizza. So you're right, slippery thieves. $300 an hour. Jeez. Did that include the pipe, or did you have to pay for the pipe too? Well, it's schedule 60, isn't it? Or schedule? I know. I don't think it's schedule 40. PEX pipe. Okay. So you're putting in a water line then. I thought you were talking about electric line. When you said meter, you talking about water meter then? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Pretty girl. Pretty girl. Rosanna, 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 Dana, Rosanna, Dana, Rosanna, Dana, Rosanna, Dana, Rosanna, Dana, Rosanna, Dana, Anna, Rosanna, Dana. Good evening. little girl, she doesn't know what to do because the only person here, the only people here is me, Cody, and Kathy, Cody, and I. Proper English, proper English. She's not used to it. There's nobody here. She goes from a house full of kids to nobody, you know. Your next ex-wife, yeah. Never fear, Amish Pope is always here. And I tell you what, I hope it quits raining. It has rained so much that the ground can't take any more moisture. Now, it's one thing, you get like 2 inches of rain overnight. That's one thing. But when you get like a quarter inch an hour for hours after hours after hours after hours, that gives that rain a chance to soak in. And then sooner or later, it can't soak any more in because it's already saturated to the point where it can't take anymore. And that's where it's at right now. Huh. Damn. Sounds like somebody did a shitty job of putting that in. Unless they run over it with a truck out there in the yard and broke them. Yeah, outhouse never breaks down. You got to get that home warranty. It covers everything from your appliances to your sewer lines. Well, they probably broke them. I had a house in the city. My mom had it, and I inherited it. Um, the city come over, and they cut a tree down that was city property. Well, when they did, they brought this big old grapple truck in, and he backed it right up on the sidewalk. And he loaded, this tree was like maybe 120 feet long. It was probably 4 feet across. And when they cut it down, probably in like 40-foot sections or whatever, and they had a big crane sitting in the middle of the road hooked onto the top of it, and they lowered it down. The top, I don't know, 80 feet of it or whatever. They cut it 40-foot chunks off or whatever. I wasn't there when they done it, but they cut it, and they used a crane to lower the pieces down. And then when they got it to where the grapple could manage the tree, they got rid of the crane because of the cost of the crane. But that grapple sat there on the sidewalk, and it broke 3 sections of sidewalk, and then it flipped a section of sidewalk right out of place. and they left. So I got a hold of the city and said, hey, this doesn't fly. That sidewalk there was nothing wrong with it. In fact, I had just replaced it for my mom about 2 years before that. So they said, well, we'll have to come look at it. So they come out and they said, well, we didn't do it. I said, you want to know something? Your construction or your company that you had working for you, done it. So you can go and talk to them or you can take the bill or whatever. But the neighbor across the street come over and told them that they were ruining the sidewalk and they didn't care.
Okay.
What?
What channel is that? Deal or No Deal?
It's on Peacock.
It's on Peacock?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Deal or No Deal Island. Oh. Well, anyways, by the time it was all said and done, they ended up replacing every piece of sidewalk on the entire property, which they didn't have to, but being they had a concrete company come in, they did it all. They did the new approach and everything. Didn't cost me a dime. No, I bet. Yeah. They'll try to get out of it. They'll try to tell you they didn't do it. We had a tree over at our other house, and the roots kept wrapping around the sewer line, clay sewer line, and it would clog it up. Well, the basement would back flood all the time. So after a while, I got tired of it, and I called the city and said, hey, you got a tree here. It keeps, the roots keep getting in my sewer line, and then my, sewer line backs up, and then floods my basement. I got to clean everything, pump it all out, clean it with bleach, scrub it all out, all this other good stuff, and I'm getting tired of doing it. Well, they kind of laughed at me. And I said, well, here's the point. You can either come over and cut the tree down and get it out of there, or I'll cut it down in the middle of the night and leave it in the road. One of the two. Good evening, Montana. Nice to see you. Evening, Junkyard. Colvin. Anyways, about 2 weeks later, I come home and the tree was missing. And then I called them up about 2 weeks after that, and I said, is somebody going to come by and stump the tree? Well, why would we do that? I said, because the roots are going to keep growing until you get rid of the tree itself. You stump it. Well, about a month later, they finally come out and stumped it, and then I never had any more problems with it. I know. Well, I got them at 18 minutes. Being I'm not working, I should take them every 6 minutes, triple my revenue. Be right back. I gotta make a living somehow, The ad stepped on you. That's right, my retirement ad plan. Yeah. Anyways, tomorrow at 3:00, I got a remembrance to go to. friend of mine passed away a couple of months ago, probably almost like 3 months ago, I guess it was. Um, I was on my way down to my wife's uncle's house to pay him and get a tire fixed. He'd already fixed it. He had the tire and rim there. He had to have it welded. So I was on my way down there to have it get put on and pay him for it. A friend of mine was sitting at the end of his driveway with his roll-off garbage truck, so I stopped and said, "What are you doing, Rod?" I said, "This is an illegal break, isn't it?" He said, "No, they let me bring it home and park it. Brand new truck, don't let anybody drive it but me." I said, so I bring her home, and then in the morning I start early and I take her in and dump it, and then I start my route again. So, oh, cool. So, well, I got to go, and I told him goodbye. And the next day, I got a phone call from another friend of ours that we worked with, stating he passed away in the middle of the night. So, buy storage units. That's cool. You're back. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, anyways, tomorrow is a remembrance from him, or for him. That starts at 3. I'll go there for an hour or so. It's at the American Legion, so I'll have a cup of coffee or a pop or something like that. And well, the storage units I buy, when I buy them, I don't buy them if they don't have any pride of ownership. I don't buy them. And by pride of ownership, is everything is stacked in there nice and neat. You see some of these, they just start tossing stuff in there from the back and start filling it. I mean, and they toss it. And they toss it all the way up to the top. And they just keep on tossing until they get to the door and shut the door, if they can shut it. Chili pie. Anyways, the ones I buy, they have pride of ownership. Everything's stacked. Everything's neat. And the ones I look at and buy, if there's a walkway in there, they care about it because they know it so they can get in there and get stuff out or put stuff in there. So both of my storage units are full, but ain't nothing thrown in there. Everything is stacked. And I never, ever buy a storage unit with beds in it. It's a dry heat. That's right. It's a dry heat. I never buy storage units with beds in it if I can help it. Bed frames and stuff like that, that's fine. But I'm talking about mattresses and box springs. I don't try to buy any of that. Because there's no way I'd ever keep it, and then you got to throw it away. Let you know? Yeah. Well, about 6 months ago, I guess it was, I bid on a storage unit that had a hot dog cart in it. Now, it wasn't like mine. It was an electric hot dog cart, but it's supposed to have a generator and some other stuff with it. And I'd never seen the generator in there because they took pictures, but I didn't see no generator, but they said there was one in there. I went up to $1,200 on it. And I don't know what it sold for because once you lose the bid, you don't know what it sells for. It's just higher than the bid you sold or you bought it or you sold or you bid on it. Got round one done. Let's see. Well, go right there, www.storagetreasures.com, and just type in your zip code and how many miles you want to drive from that zip code, and that'll bring up the storage units in your area. Well, I just punched in um, a zip code for one of our esteemed colleagues that's in the chat right now. And within 100 miles of his zip code so far, there are 21 pages of listings, and there's 15 on a page. Every once in a while, he comes in as I can't even remember the guy's name anymore. But Junkyard, you had to click that and then check it out. Another man's treasure. That's right. Now, there's a few of them here that I bid on and stuff. And one of them's up in Jackson, which is like 35 miles from here. But there's no deposit. If you normally, if you get a storage unit, you got to pay $100 deposit until you clean it out, and then you get your $100 back. You got like 72 hours or 48 hours after you win it, and then you got to clean it out, but you got to pay a deposit plus whatever you paid for the unit. Then after you clean it, you sweep it out and dustpan and stuff, and you take the trash home with you, and you take a picture of the unit, and you take it up to the office and say, hey, it's clean. They give you your $100 back. Now, the one up here in Jackson, they don't have a deposit. I've never stiffed them. I've always taken the trash and I've always cleaned it. You know, I figure if you do it that way, you're always never going to have a deposit. If too many people start stiffing them, they're going to make it so you have to have the deposit. What is Grizz's other channel? I can't remember the name of it now. Dudley Do Right, but I don't know what it is. Ain't Dudley Do Right. Evil Roy Slade. There you go. Evil Roy Slade. No. I made Kyler sausages this morning because I didn't have any bacon. That little turd ate a whole package of bacon yesterday by himself. Today, I made him sausage and biscuits. Scratch-made biscuits. Fingers to the bone, people. Fingers to the bone. Scratch-made biscuits. Anyways, he had one biscuit. And he ate 5 sausage patties. And he said, Nana? She said, yeah. He said, you're a good cooker. Yeah. Papa made it. No, he didn't. Nana did. He thinks just because Nana gives it to him, she made it. Oh, do you want out there, pumpkin? Huh? Oh. Head for the mountains. Oh. Did you fall asleep there, Colden? Anyways, I got that thing to go tomorrow. I'm going to go there for about an hour. Probably just about an hour. And then we're going to an auction tomorrow night, a food auction tomorrow night. That starts at 5, so want to be down there around 4:30 or so we can get a seat. If we can't get a seat, I guess I'll go out and sit in the car because I'm not standing, and they can sit there or stand there. I'd like to get a couple packages of those bacons, 300 slices or 380 slices or whatever it is. Mm-hmm.
Starts at 5:30.
Starts at 5:30? Okay. I heard some noise over here. I looked over and she was 2 inches from the top.
Okay.
I yelled at her and she looked at me and she's sitting there climbing down. I think she misses the girls. She's looking for them.
Well,
where's the girls at? Spirit, kitty. I know Grizz is your life coach. He's taught me a lot in life too. Never live in a shanty on the side of a hill. Can you hear me? Gotta ad coming up in 45 seconds. Who lives in a shanty on side of the hill? Grizz 270. Force and chorus is he. Grizz 270. I don't know if they serve samples or not. That's right. He should have invested his money wiser. Better. That's right. Must be a dumbass. Let's see if I still got some of them. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Fuck you, Grizz. You can't stop me. Fuck you, Grizz.
All the
You
memories.
can't stop me. I don't give a fuck you, Grizz. Shut up, Grizz. Shut up, Grizz. Shut up,
Oh, that was. I love them. I'm keeping this phone forever. Yeah. That was a while ago. It's all water underneath the bridge now, anyways. Excuse me. Just I didn't erase them because it's great entertainment value. You want that plate at your funeral? Yeah. Hmm. Okay, you'll stop. Yeah. Ah. Let's see. Come on. I have to go this way. I can find it. Yeah. For those that have Facebook, look at this guy's name right here and then check it out on Facebook. What, with all the ads? This guy right here. Hey, Tony Shoes, you oh, Snuggle Bunny, you. That guy right there is, I believe he's an Oklahoma police officer, a police officer. I believe he's from Oklahoma. Guy is a hell of a singer. Check out his Facebook page. Check out his songs. Guy can sing, man, I'm telling you. That's right. Don't worry about it. Sooner or later, it'll all be over with. Won't have to worry about it. Quite frankly, I don't know why Grizz doesn't come here no more. Nobody told him he wasn't allowed here. Nobody's kicked him out. He didn't get along with Steve, but Steve doesn't come here no more. No. I know, Grizz is just Grizz. I see you want to be painted like one of them French girls there, Ben. You want to be rode like Seattle Slew, too? Guy on your back beating your ass with a whip. Yeah, mule, yeah. He probably is a good guy. I posted a couple of the songs that he sang yesterday, and one was Murder on Music Row, where they killed country music, and then the other one was God's Gonna Cut You Down. I don't know if you guys know it or not, but there was this what went on the other day at sorry about that. Imagine that. I couldn't believe it either until I seen it. It's a good thing I didn't have glasses on. You had to restart your chat. I'm sorry. No, nobody thinks you're psycho. We relish the thought. You're not any more psycho than anybody else. Yeah, that guy is singing the same theme song. Yeah. He is a good guy. Like I said, he's in Oklahoma. I think he's a state trooper for Oklahoma or something, or was. He's been in a few movies. He's an actor, a singer, and a cop. He ain't no sticks to Larkins. Evidently, I think fame has went to his head because he's no longer on OP Nation, or when he only shows up for a couple of weeks and then he's gone for months. Uh, I had a can of them buttered beans today for lunch. Man, was they's delicious. And I did, the other day I opened up that can of okra, tomato, and corn. I wasn't going to open it up, but Tim said it was good, so I opened it up and I warmed it up, and that was pretty good. I don't know if it's been in Austin. I have no idea. I pretty much quit listening to country music when they started ruining that too. You eating, Pumpkin? You hungry? Yeah. Good place for it? How far is Mesquite from you, Junkyard? Mr. Goodbench, how are you doing? Hopefully you're feeling better. Take this job and shove it. I ain't a working here no more. Woman done left and took all the reason that I was working for. Gotta stop. I get you guys too excited and you want to hear more. Better not try to stand in my way. I was walking out the door. Huh. Well, how far are you from Sherman? Because this is in Sherman right here. Um, it's not open, but that looks like that's a nice stainless steel double door refrigerator. Be a nice garage refrigerator, if nothing else. And it's only $50. That's what the bid is on it. You got 2 days. It's been 80 days. Well, prayers are with you there, buddy. Check that link out that I posted in the thing there, junkyard. You just push in or you do your zip code, and I punched it for 100 miles from your zip code, but you can do it from 50 or whatever. But if you're looking for a decent, I don't like I said, the outside looks nice. I don't know about the inside, but that's the chances you take. I bought a little freezer. I thought it was a refrigerator freezer at the time, but what it was a small freezer. You have $45 for the whole storage unit. I've used that freezer for 5 years now. Haven't had a bit of problems with it. Got an ad coming up in 45 seconds. Damn. Well, our thoughts and prayers are with you. Hopefully you get to getting better. You know, I got to thinking, Uncle Joe wants to forgive college student loans. Well, okay. Why don't you forgive medical bills? All them people that are doing college loans, they all got medical bills. All them people that are doing college, or that are in college, some of them are doctors. They're getting all that money, ain't they? But they're getting it free, the education free. Oh yeah, that hospital food to do you in. Unless get the chicken noodle soup with the big thick noodles. Gourmet. It is just gourmet. Now, the last hospital I was in, they actually had a Subway in the hospital. Yeah, what about the trade school loans? They won't forgive them, though, will they? You know why? Because them guys are making money. They didn't go. They didn't opt for a liberal arts degree. That's the bad thing about it. Oh, Pumpkin, what's the matter, girl? Oh, there's a good girl. Yes, it is. Where's good girl? Yes, it is. We don't do that. No, we don't do that. I have to wait till we get off the air so I can take Old Hickory to you. Did I say that out loud or was I thinking that? No. Well, hopefully it's not. Yeah. Well, I'm praying for you. I am. You and your missus have had a rough year. Oh, I must have said that out loud. Oh, sorry. Oh, I would never take the hickory stick to the cat. Never. You're welcome. Spirit, come see Papa. There, Spirit. Kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. She's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing with that? Oh, Pumpkin. Aw. Now she's nice. She don't want anything to do with that stick. No. Freaking girl. Yeah. Well, hopefully the neurosurgeon has some good news for you. Our thoughts and prayers will be with you. Extra point, that's right. No, she's being nice now. Oh, really? Did you want hickory? Huh? Did you want a taste of hickory? I wouldn't hit her. She's my little girl. Yeah. She's my girl. Sweetie pie. Yep. Well, they'll be able to tell once they do all that. Well, Lord knows if they were checking mine, they would. All right, everybody. Time to get out of here. I got a recliner calling my name and a TV show just waiting for me to watch. On patrol. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care. God, have a great weekend, and we will see you Sunday night. That's right. Y'all have a blessed night. Prayers to you there, Good Wrench. Take care, JR. Y'all have a blessed weekend.